Welcome to Too Long Didn't Read, where Andrea and I'm Stephen, we read the news from newspapers in case you didn't have a chance to read the news.
Yeah, that's it.
So, we each pick out 3 stories every week and we talk about them. And we kind of cross-pollinate and see what's interesting. And we try and pick out stories that are important to people in our area.
All right, number 2 for you.
So if you get onto YouTube, there's one guy who will teach you how to fold a newspaper correctly and how to read the newspaper. He's really interested in teaching people the right way to do things. We should do that and then use it
at one point.
I think he's charming, and he is. You'll find that he is very enthusiastic.
Maybe he'll like us if we start using his
methodology.
Yeah.
Ethics Commission concerned about repeated attempts to get rid of one of Florida's ethics rules. Currently, ethics rules say a lawyer with the Gunster law firm representing a trash company, for example, can't go before a local board in which another Gunster lawyer is a member. So in other words, if you've got a company and your company has to deal with a governing board for some reason, and you have somebody from your company who's a lawyer on that board, you can't go before that board because it's already a conflict of interest. So even if the board member discloses the conflict of interest, the board member could still easily influence the outcome of the bid in other ways by giving his law partner advice on how to influence the board, right? Because all you got to do is say,
insider info. He's like, hey, talk about this subject because so-and-so.
Yeah, Commissioner Smith wants this passed, so talk about how that's going to be included in your proposal, you know.
But why is that only for lawyers?
Yeah, so this doesn't actually say, do you see the reflection off the car? It's coming in strong.
It's bright. Mm-hmm.
It's really going to give my forehead that tan it's been waiting for all winter long.
Oh, I definitely, after our last thing, I was tanned on the right side of my face. It was amazing.
Tanned on the right side. You just got...
It's amazing. It's like natural contouring.
This was when we were at Motorworks, or this was when we did the table?
No, the table.
The table. I'm still tanned from the table.
Yeah, I definitely tanned the right side of my body, not the left.
I am particularly interested in all stories that involve some kind of tomfoolery or sneakiness or lawmakers trying to get away with something that they haven't been able to get away with in the past, because so many people cite this as the reason why they don't vote. People say politics are slimy, therefore I will not involve myself in politics. And also people say, my vote doesn't matter. And what we know is, in local elections, your vote, in fact, matters in an outsized way. In the city of Bradenton, for example, in 2016, we had an election that was decided by 450 votes. So that's an you can absolutely have an impact. So, and not only can you have an impact on local politics, but you can also have an impact on the ethics of an area. Because if you shine a light on something and people can see it and understand it, then they have a chance to say, wait a minute, that's not right. And that's how the system works. People think the system is supposed to work without any problems. No, the system is designed to capture problems, and then people have to point out the problems and get a little mad about the problems, and then the people who are in office say, you know what, our voters don't like this problem, we should listen to them. That's how the system works. Conflict is built in.